A new feature is rolling out to your environment right now. This is coming to SharePoint, and it's going to give you a customizable dashboard on every one of your sites, team sites and communication sites. In this video, I'm going to break down how this dashboard works, how to configure it, how to add it, and more. Let's get into it. So first of all, what is this dashboard? If you're familiar with Viva Connections, then this is essentially a Viva Connections dashboard that is now on every one of your sites instead of just the home site or other select sites. You were able to add by default one dashboard, but that's for the entire organization. So everyone had the same dashboard. Then if you had Viva Connection or Viva licenses, certain packages, you were able to add, I think it was up to 50. But those 50 sites were really about maybe having a dashboard for each division. It really wasn't meant to go down to every department site. But that's what this feature is addressing, really. This can do all your departmental sites. It can do your project sites because it's on all of your sites. So what this is really doing is this feature is now bringing that dashboard to all the sites, and it doesn't require any licensing at all. It's just free. So let's jump over to SharePoint and see how to create this dashboard. I am on one of my team sites. This is not even a communication site. I'm on a team site. The first thing you'll do is you'll go to the settings icon, and you'll see a new option here, Manage Dashboard. And currently it's in preview. It's a public preview now, I believe. So the preview may be gone by the time you see this video, but you're going to click on Manage Dashboard. Now, if this is the first time that you're creating or you're going into this option, it'll give you an intro, and then it'll have a create button because you don't have a dashboard at all right now on this site. So you're going to click create. This is going to kind of scaffold out that basic structure of where the dashboard is going to live. You'll notice in the URL, you'll see site pages dashboard.aspx. That's the same file path that the Viva Connection stuff was. So this is really just the Viva Connections dashboard, but on every individual site, and every site can be different. What we're at right now is we're in the dashboard designer, and this is where you'll be able to add in the different cards. Now, these are not web parts. These are cards. There is a difference. One is based off of just a SharePoint web part, but the cards are actually adaptive cards and adaptive card extensions. If we click on add card, you'll see some things, and you'll see some that look really familiar, like a folder, being able to add a folder or a library. You'll see events. So you'll see a lot of the same familiar things that you're used to seeing, but you're going to see a lot of new things that you've never seen because these aren't currently possible in a regular SharePoint page. This is something that's exclusive to these types of dashboards. So what I could do is I could click on events, and it's going to show me any events that are currently on this site. You will see an edit button here as well, where you can change things like what should the events card be called. I could type this my events or our events. You have options to change the card size, and then you have the options of where you want the events to be pulled from. It could be events, just the events list on this site, could be any events list on this site collection, all sites, you get the picture here. So you can configure what events are being pulled into this card. So that's kind of a quick overview of the events, how many you want to show in here as well. Plus there is audience targeting in some of these cards so that you could show events that only pertain to a particular subset of your users. So every user could be seeing something different, and that is part of the point of these dashboards. They will be to an extent personalized for each user. Along those same lines, you can click on, you can add the My Site card to here. And this would show the user who's viewing this dashboard the sites that they follow. And there's a nice image that you can change out in here. If you've got a Power App, you could embed a Power App through here, or you can add a people lookup card in here. So there's a lot of different functions that you can add in here. Viva Learning, obviously, since this is related to a Viva product, there's definitely going to be some Viva references in here. The folder card is pretty unique as well. So what I can do in here is I can I can provide a quick way for users to get to particular files. So if I pick the landing as the site and I change the folder to maybe the handlebar templates folder or a library in here, and then I preview what this is going to look like. Then if I click on this, it'll show me all the files that are in there. I could click on the file to open this, or I can click on the open document library to go straight to that library. Now this file just downloaded because it's an HTML file, but obviously a Word document or something would open up Word. But for closing the preview for now, end that tour. So you'll build out all the different cards, changing the size how you need to for these. So maybe for the document library or the folder card, I want this larger. But once you're done, let me add one more to this. Oh, and there is a card designer card here as well that will allow you to create an adaptive card and display anything that you need to for this. So there's a lot of functionality that you can do with, and this is actually a fairly new type of card that can be added, but without being a developer, you can go in here and create a lot of unique things in here. And there is a link to the Adaptive Cards Designer as well if you need help with that. But there's a lot of custom things you can do here as well. If you've got developers who are creating SharePoint web parts or extensions, if you already have SharePoint framework developers that could do development with this isn't that much different than SharePoint framework development. It's just a different type of component that you're creating. It's called an Adaptive Card Extension. But you can create any sort of custom functionality like you could for a regular SharePoint page. It's just that they'll be creating it and you'll add it through this dashboard. So for now, I'm going to click on Publish because I like what I've got so far. Now, here's the dashboard. It is just a site page in the site pages library. So to add this dashboard to the site, you're going to go back to, I'm going to go back to the home page for this site. You could go to really any page you want to display this. But back on the home page, we're going to go into edit mode. And then you're just going to add the dashboard web part, which is new. It's part of this feature. So I don't want it up here. Maybe I will add it down here. I'll add a new section. Let's add a flexible section for this. And then we're going to be searching for the dashboard. So here's the dashboard. I'll drag it over here. And now it's just any other web part. I can rearrange this, increase the width, and position this just how I want to. Maybe centered. And then this is a bit too tall. So let me bring this up some. Okay, that looks good, although it does need to be centered. There we go. So now we'll republish this, and our dashboard is now published. Now you'll notice the events card disappeared from this view because there's no events to be displayed. So you will have cards that will be visible or hidden depending on if there's actually content to display, which is quite a bit different than how SharePoint web parts behave. So there's a lot more intelligence and thoughtfulness behind how these are presented in the dashboard so that you don't have to fill out a huge dashboard with, tons of things and then figure out how to hide stuff if it's not needed at the time. It's all built into this. So that is a really cool feature of adaptive card extensions and how they work. Hopefully this was a great walkthrough for you to understand this new feature, because it's going to be on all of your sites, as I mentioned, team sites and communication sites. And routinely, you'll want to go back and edit the dashboard to add new functionality, change things, swap cards around, depending on what your users need on that particular site. To get back into the editor, you just go to the same place you did to create the dashboard. You go to the settings icon and you'll go to manage dashboard, and now you'll see that edit button. That'll take you right back into the designer where you can edit and start changing those cards. Now, what are the next steps for you at this point? So first, you need to try this out on a site. You need to get familiar with this and understand what things you can do with the dashboard designer. You may already have custom adaptive card extensions in your environment for third-party applications that you've installed, or custom development that your team or a contractor or a vendor has done in your environment. So you may have some different things that I've seen here, and it'll certainly change as Microsoft continues to put out more adaptive card extensions that they have created. And that's definitely going to happen, I think, considering everyone's going to be using these dashboards. Once you're up to speed on this, you need to start training your site owners so that they can get the most out of this as well. They can decide, is this right for their site? And if so, you can give them that instruction so that they understand how to set this thing up, how to customize this, and some general guidance from that perspective. Once you've done that, you're all set to go and have fun with these dashboards. Now, if you got some value from this, then definitely click that subscribe button and like this video to let me know that this was valuable. And if you want to stay up to date with all the other features that are coming out for SharePoint, check the link in the description below for my SharePoint Insights newsletter. It comes out once a week and it keeps you in the know. And to get started with the next SharePoint feature, I think you'll like this one. Just click or tap the screen and I'll see you over there.